Um,
We're in the Scoob. I think it's in the Scoob 8 or 9, I'm not sure, to be honest. But what were we just talking about?
we were talking about social media,
Oh yeah,
and going ghosts.
that break I'm on, I don't want to come back because it just feels better.
Yeah.
And I feel like it it emphasizes more being in the person.
Mm.
Because I'm less like I see people now. I notice people even when they're around other people more. They're just on their phone,
Yeah.
not absorbing the
You're like,
environment.
fuck, I'm here. Well, here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. There's been moments throughout the year where like I'm talked to like a lot of females at once, and then I get to a spot where it goes away, then it comes back, and then it goes away, and that's just because I have social media. Like if I or if I meet somebody at school or something and I talk to them for a minute and then it goes away, I feel like that's all because of social media. Because everything's like just so at your face. You don't have any time apart.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess that makes sense, because you can feel like you really know someone and they can be so far away.
Yeah. Because they're
So
like in their phone or they're thinking about someone else that's in their phone.
it's like the relationship happens more apart than together.
Yeah, and definitely like when I meet somebody online, then I meet with them face to face. 10 times out of 10, they either not who they were or how I met them, or they are. It's just like that's just how it is.
It's only the two options.
Mm.
So it's usually they're not like they say they are. But
No, all right, no, I said it wrong. They're either like a catfish or they're like
oh,
yeah, or they're like okay, well I could tell who you were online, but that's not who you are in person. If that makes
okay, so
sense.
like so totally different. Not like as a human we all have faults type of thing.
Yeah, all right, yeah, my bad. I didn't elaborate. So it's like okay, I see who you want to be online. Like these are your pictures. This is your little bio. This is who you. But when I get to know you, that's not how you are. And I feel like that's how you were saying. Like you knew that chick for like a long time. I think that's like one of the advantages of like relationships, knowing somebody for a long time. 'Cause if you don't know somebody for a long time and you see what they're advertising on social media, that's how you think they're gonna be like. And then when you get
Ah,
with them face to face, you're like, I can see who you want to be, but this is who you are.
well, I'll say just for that specific person, she's like who she is online. Like she's real.
Yeah,
But the one person, well, the last person who I've met online, who I met in real life, I mean, she was like who she was,
yeah,
but of course, I didn't know like all the faults
yeah.
because you can't just know all the
All
faults.
everything.
But
Yeah,
like she was honest. I guess it's just you have to discern things.
yeah,
Like I'm sure like she might say the same thing about me if
yeah,
like she's talking to her friend like, oh,
yeah,
I met this dude online.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He was like he said, but like there was other stuff too.
yeah, yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, like
I feel like that's the only thing about online, meeting people online and dating and relationships. Period. Online, it's just like you don't know the extra part about it,
mm,
so you just have to go with their persona, and that's like the fault in social media. People have fake personas.
oh yeah, for sure. So you just have to discern that for sure,
And they get caught up in
especially if
it.
you want to meet them.
Yeah, and I know a lot of females my age. They get caught up in that shit, and they
Oh,
think that's who they think they are. Like they're just like, oh, this is who I am. I like taking pictures. I like,
that shit's bad for the
yeah,
brain, yo. Yo, women are getting fucked up so bad with the
yeah,
social media shit, dude.
and it's like, yeah, they're not even aware. They think it's more, oh, women empowerment. This is
Yeah.
what we need. It's like, okay, but you're really just giving off fake images. It's just like that's kind of like in a way when makeup probably first came out. People are like,
Yeah.
all right, what are you doing to your face? Of all this shit on your face, what's going on here? Now it's like, oh, it goes with your skin tone. This is who you are.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Yeah,
just
I think I heard the other day that some of the the eyeshadow glitter stuff is like fish scales or something like that.
I wouldn't
That's
doubt
why
it.
it glitters like that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, so all that stuff is really just it's like another accessory to their lives. Just like how a lot of even white girls are getting extensions now. You hear about this? Like white
No.
girls are getting longer hair. You know, how, like a lot of black women buy fake weaves and stuff.
Yeah.
White girls are doing this too,
Oh god.
and they're getting like extra.
The brainwashing is backfiring.
Bro, like what's going on? Like,
Social media. Well, yeah, it is social media, but
like
it's other factors too.
yeah, like you want your hair to be longer when your hair is already built like that. Like what?
People are okay with being fake now.
Yeah,
That's the new thing. Whatever you want to be, you have to accept it, even if it doesn't make sense.
yeah,
That's why I'm on this break from social media. I'm just detoxing from it. It feels good.
yeah, man. Now with sometimes I feel like I have to for like a business approach, but some days I'm like, you know what? Why the fuck do I have this shit? Like, what's the point of even being on here?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, what's the fuck? Like, it turned out from being fun to like people are like just doing. Like, I went to a concert recently, and do you know how many people just were
Snapped it.
just?
Yep. Yep.
Oh my god.
Like they're not even there. They're not even there, yo.
Yeah, it's
They're
like
not
okay.
even there.
I went to a basketball game recently. I recorded a little bit before the game and during the game. That was it. My friends were like, "Yo, why do you record? Why do you posting more photos?" I might have recorded it, but I saved it. I didn't. I wanted to enjoy the moment. I wanted to be in the
Exactly.
moment. I didn't. I was drunk. Like I was not trying to record the whole game. Like that's what I do when I'm at home. I watch the game. Like
Yeah,
I wanted to be in the moment.
I feel that.
And like you just see people doing that nowadays. It's so weird to me. I think that's like another weird thing with cell phones. Especially like at a concert. Maybe not at a basketball game, but at a concert, you're just like you're there to enjoy the
No,
music.
for sure. Like it takes away from it. Like one of my favorite concerts, because I love this band, but one of my favorite concerts to watch because it was before cell phones. It's this band called Portishead. It's their live in Roseland, New York. And there's like it's like kind of a they're in the middle of like a kind of like a circle. So throughout, because you can see the crowd throughout the whole this bunch of cameras around.
Right,
You can see the people's face. They're so into the music. Like they're so drowned. They're in it. They're it's like that's what you're there for. And
Yeah,
if you watch any type of concert that's newer, you'll see
yeah,
what you were just explaining.
yeah. Like that's you hear about Pharrell's having a concert in Norfolk. You hear about that?
No.
It's called In the Water. He's having like a lot of big artists in this venue, but the tickets are like 200 something, just because they know it's gonna be a lot of niggas trying to get in there.
Damn.
So I think that might not turn out good. I mean, anyway, just because it's in Norfolk, um, and there hasn't been anything really like that in a while.
Yeah, for real.
Um, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of white kids. I know a lot of white kids are going. Good luck out there, cause it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
And regardless, if they can't get into the concert, they are gonna be waiting outside. So
So you think it's gonna be like a dangerous type of
yeah, I don't think it's a
situation?
good spot to
And I feel that.
have a concert for real. I mean, I respect it though. It's the 7-5. He's trying to represent. It's Pharrell. He's well known.
Damn, for 200 though, is we're trying to represent for 200.
I mean, he doesn't want violence in his venue. I respect it though.
So,
Who, if you want to go, you're paying that much money. I think it's like 220.
is that what he said? That he
No,
wants no
yeah,
violence?
I can look it up.
And that's why.
No. I'm saying I think that's why. 'Cause
Oh,
it's a
okay.
3 day It's a 3 day
Okay.
concert. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that. It's a 3 day concert.
Oh, okay. 3 days. Okay.
Big venue. I don't know. There's a lot of headliners. I think it would be good, but I just don't know how it turn out.
Norfolk It's a sketchy
Yeah.
place.
Good luck. He's
Woo.
probably gonna have a lot of police though. It's Pharrell. He's been on
Yeah.
TV. He's well known as like
Yeah.
pop and rap. So I feel like
Mm.
because he's having bands there too. It's not just rappers.
Okay.
So
Yeah, Norfolk is sketchy though. Like,
yeah,
if it was in Richmond, I'd be like, okay.
yeah. But
No.
yeah. But 210. If you, I feel like if you really want to go, you're going.
Yeah,
So that's
definitely.
just how he sees it. I don't blame him.
Hmm.
That's not bad.
So, speaking of music, how's your bass going? We talked a little bit about that earlier.
Oh,
Like,
I've just been listening to a lot of old school music. Like I would say more um R&B, like soul music.
mm,
Especially like now that I'm trying to like do more yoga and working out, I like to listen to that type of music. Or
definitely.
or like if I'm riding late at night, I like to listen to a lot of old school music. Ease my mind.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I think it's all frequency. Like once you do one thing, when you try to raise your consciousness, or you start eating differently,
Yeah.
or doing yoga, trying to connect, like it just flows throughout your entire life.
Yeah, and I notice like sometimes when I listen to certain rap music, it makes me feel more tense. And then
For
when I'm
sure.
listening to like other music, I'm like more like
Because it's vibrational frequency. It's kind
yeah,
of like what we were just explaining how like in that concert they were so into it, right? Because they're like receiving energy from
yeah,
it. That's where it all comes back from. Is like spiritual, like ritual energy, like African drum beats. Like they used to have like type of music in Egypt, where like hold on, I'm thinking too fast. All right, for the type of ceremony, they would have like music, and they would eat mushrooms and go inside of the pyramids and like meditate as a group
yeah.
with music playing.
And that's what I say. Going to concerts are picky for me. Um, I would say every concert I've been to has been meaningful to me,
Mm.
except for one. I went to like a Post Malone concert. I'm not even gonna lie. It was for like my birthday. We were trying to make plans, and this was before he blew up, and we were just trying to have a good time. But other than that concert, he only performed like 3 songs. So I don't consider it a concert for.
Word.
But Kendrick, I went to see Kendrick when I was like young. Um, I saw J Cole. I like him as an artist. I respect him. Um, I saw
Aquarius.
Snoop. Yeah, I saw
Snoop.
Snoop and Wiz, and I think that's it.
Hmm.
So I could say like all those people I respect. So I'm glad I went to see them in concert because like I felt some type of vibration. Like I either listened to their music heavily as a kid, so I was like, yeah, I want to listen. Like Snoop, seeing Snoop in person, I was like, yo, this dude is a high motherfucker. Like this Snoop is high. Like his aura is just like they were like smoking on stage. I was just like you'll never like see anybody else like that. I just felt weird like just being at the concert at a Snoop Dogg concert as old as he is. Like it's just weird.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, like just
Snoop is an interesting character.
heck yeah, man. I felt like it was kind of on the same length. If like if I saw Bob Marley at a concert, I'd be like, yo,
Oh, dude, you
what
can't.
the fuck.
You can't. Please.
All right, I'm not gonna
Please.
say Snoop. I'm comparing Snoop to Bob Marley, but I'm saying it had kind of like not that similar effect, but like I felt like I'm in the presence of like somebody who's like highly influential, if that
Damn,
makes
I
sense.
wonder why you said Bob Marley now. Because like there was a Snoop went through a little phase of calling himself Snoop
Snoop
Lion.
Lion, yeah, I remember
He
that.
said he was Bob Marley reincarnated.
Yeah, yeah, he had like this type of energy that I was just like, yo, this dude influenced so many people, like, and he's just smoking weed, like, what the fuck, like, this is like a moment, like a rare ass moment that like I'll never forget. He
Hmm.
was smoking weed right in front of me at a concert. Like he came, there was like another stage that came up, and him and Wiz was on one side, Snoop was right in front of me. I had like um I have I didn't have floor seats, but I had a seat where it was I didn't know there was a second stage. Like we were like
Hmm.
right in front of it. And just looking, I'm like, bruh, like what the fuck is this Snoop Dogg? Like it's just like one of those effects. Like it's just
Oh,
weird. I guess I was starstruck, but not really.
gotcha.
Yeah. So, but when I say Bob Marley, that I would have that same effect. Like I'd be like, "Yo, this is fucking Bob Marley." Like
Mm.
he's smoking weed right in front of me. And if I doubt he would be smoking weed, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think Snoop can make me feel like if I saw Bob, but me and Bob were born on the same birthday,
So yeah, so you
so
you would feel that way then.
I don't know. Not
Yeah.
with Snoop. Like I don't know. Snoop. I can't see Snoop giving. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been big on Snoop
No,
myself.
I used to
He's been
listen to
alright.
Snoop like since I was like a kid, man. Like probably before I picked up on Bob Marley.
Mm. Same.
Yeah,
Same here.
yeah,
I mean, I used to. Gin and Juice. That was my shit.
yeah. Gin
I really
and
like that song
Juice.
back in the day.
I don't know. I felt like that.
Gin and Juice.
He made a lot of like catchy songs too. Like what was that song? Drop it like it's hot. Like,
Dude, he
who
made.
would make shit like that? Like
I don't know. He's made songs for niggas, man. Like,
yes, I like
God, the whole NWA thing was so bad for black people.
it was, bro. It was so bad, and I think I mean it was good for our culture, but it wasn't at the same
No,
time.
it was terrible.
It was terrible.
It was awful, man. Like gangster rap, like has killed millions of black people.
And what's crazy is that my pops would put me on the shit like that. Like 50 Cent, I was listening to 50 Cent as a kid.
Dude,
Um,
I still like it though.
yeah, Eminem.
But
I
it
heard my
didn't
first.
influence me though. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, I think it was because of the age I was at. Like my dad had Eminem CDs. Like he had fucking Alicia Keys, Brian McKnight,
Mm.
Usher.
Songs in A minor.
Yeah,
That was a good CD.
yeah, yeah. Um, who else? Tyrese when he first started off was
Nah,
alright.
you gotta miss me with that. Miss me with Tyrese. Dude.
Let me stop fucking with you. Beyonce.
Well, definitely miss me
Um,
with Beyonce too.
when she first started off though, she had a good melody. Like I like her melody. It was just like, but I think I fuck with Alicia Keys
Yes.
10 times harder.
Yeah,
Any day of the week. Any day
definitely.
of the week.
For sure.
I'll take Alicia Keys. Who else he put me on to? It was a lot. I think that's probably what influenced like my music selection now for real.
I mean, there's some good solid bass in there. Like
Yeah.
even the rap's good. Like
Yeah,
the rap's not all bad. It's
yeah.
just something about that
Tupac.
gangster rap kind of
Yeah.
really messed up black people
It
for a
did.
while.
It did. It did. But
It still is.
in a way, I see it as kind of how we both like we kind of forced our culture upon. That was like kind of the first time we forced our culture. I feel like.
Dude, just imagine without. All right, imagine if everyone grew up without a TV. Like, how much it would be different
I think.
just when it comes to gangster rap and that influence.
Okay,
I mean,
that's a good question. I
there's-
think it would be more of how it sounds. You would definitely have to like be like, this doesn't sound like I feel like people can storytell. I feel like storytelling is important when you're rapping.
Yes.
But I feel like if your cadence are right, like if you're not on beat, it's just not gonna like today's rap probably wouldn't even make it. I feel like today and probably
Sure.
like the generation after us or before. I feel like you have to like storytell. Like there's some songs I'd be like, damn, if this was like a music video or if this was like a movie, like the way that they're telling the story, like especially Kendrick. Like, have you heard that song Fear?
I haven't heard a lot of Kendrick, but he's good though.
If you listen to the song called Fear, it's like he's having like a dialogue with God. And I'm like, damn. This would probably sound good like as like a movie or like a short skit or a film or something like that. Like it was just weird. I feel like you have to have that type of effect. I feel like that's what rap probably would have stopped at for real.
Oh yeah, like my favorite storyteller in rap is Nas. Like
Yeah.
Nas is
Yeah.
top 5 for me for
Yeah.
sure.
I like him.
All right, who would you put in your top 5?
Fuck. I'll definitely put Snoop up there.
Snoop?
Yeah, I'm explain each one.
Whoa.
This is
All
not an
right.
order. This
Okay.
is not an
No,
order. This is not
that's
an
cool. I'm
order.
just I never thought I'd hear
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Snoop, Tupac, um, I like Black Thought. I don't know if you ever heard of Black
Black
Thought.
Thought.
Black Thought,
Black Dot?
huh?
Is he Black Dot?
No, Black Thought. Black Thought.
Is he like an older rapper?
Yeah,
Then
he's like
yeah,
Jay-Z's age.
yeah. He's I know him, but I haven't heard
Uh,
him a lot.
Kendrick,
All right, that's four.
4. Um, hmm. Like you're saying, you're asking me like of all time. Like you're saying like my favorite lyricist as a
Just your favorite rapper. Like,
and then Currency. I would say Currency
okay,
would probably be at the bottom just
okay.
because he's like newer.
Where I'd go in no order: Immortal Technique,
Hmm.
Eminem,
Okay.
Nas, Andre 3000,
Ooh, I should. Yeah, you're right.
and
You're right.
damn, what else do I listen to a lot? I don't know. I might just throw Jay Z in there
Jay-Z.
for a
Okay.
good measure. He has a
Okay.
good catalog all
Yeah.
around.
Okay. So all the people you pick, I say are legends. I would say like in the rap game. I would feel like
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
Even the Immortal Technique.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people don't know him, but he's
Yeah.
like,
I think you named a solid group. Like those are all legends. I would say. I think I like the newer Cadence a little bit more than you do.
yeah, definitely.
Um, but I think as a whole, they're all solid rappers. I think the reason why I say Snoop has a good catalog too, but it's just Snoop is picks and chooses what songs to make good. I think I'm not counting his catalog now. I'm talking about maybe like a couple years ago.
Okay.
Snoop like was it when Snoop was in his prime, bro? It was like he was probably the biggest star around. I
Okay.
think, in my opinion, at one point. So that's why I consider him top five,
Oh
just
yeah,
because
but
he has
one
a
more
longer.
person. Lupe is my sixth.
Okay,
I gotta put Lupe
yeah,
just
okay.
because like he's to me he's so good, but so I had to at least mention him as like my sixth.
I just feel like people don't like Lupe because he feels like he has a chip on his shoulder, and I know,
I know Lupe goes over a lot of people's heads. Too.
yeah,
People
he
don't like
does,
that.
and he does,
People don't like feeling stupid.
yeah, and they don't, and I feel like if he like simplifies his music, he feels like he's just not trying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you shouldn't.
yeah, but I think he's underrated too. I
Oh,
agree.
for sure.
Yeah,
He's like
bro,
if I want to say who's the best rapper, I think he might be the best rapper right now. Like the
I'll
highest
never for,
level,
I'll never forget when my
complex.
brother showed me not kick push but if you are what you say.
Oh
When I
yeah,
first heard that song, I was like, who the fuck is this? Like this song, that song was beautiful, bro.
it's a catchy song.
Yeah, bro. That was like the first mainstream song I heard from him, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like it was just like a good all around song. That was way before Kendrick. That was way before all that.
For sure. I
Yeah,
didn't like him at first. It took
yeah,
me
I
a
didn't either.
while to
Yeah,
like him.
I like Kick Push. I was listening to that heavy. I was listening to Superstar. I was listening to a couple other songs he had on that album, and then I was like, this dude can actually spit. And people did not like the way he was coming.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. It's just
That's why you should look. You should definitely look into Black Thought. Black Thought. Um,
who does
it's
he rap with? Is he with a group
I
too?
can't remember. I cannot remember.
I feel like he might be with other people.
He
That's
he
why I
could have
know
been.
him.
I think he was at one point. I think he was. Um, but I just like I've recently been listening to him just the way he articulates like, and then like I listen to his old music. I'm like, wow, this is like a really good. He's like on Jay-Z's. I didn't know he had that much of a catalog either, but he doesn't put out as much as Jay-Z has in the past. Because Jay-Z really put out another album.
He did?
Yeah, with Beyonce, but it didn't go too good.
Didn't think so.
Whenever he does that,
He should
it's
have
just
married
like,
Alicia Keys. That would have been legendary.
yeah, somebody said Usher should have married Alicia Keys.
No, Usher's trash.
He is trash.
He's super overrated.
I had to make myself get over that shit. He had that Confessions tape. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I felt like that was really a nigga's. That was like a nigga diary, and like I was like, man, this man is just crazy, bro. Like that dude's crazy. He owns the Cleveland Cavaliers though.
Part of it,
yeah,
not
part
all
of it, yeah.
Maybe a small part.
Yeah, he's well off, but yeah, that dude's
yeah, for sure.
He came out with an album too recently. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't care. He peaked for a small moment, then it was over. He had like a few songs that were catchy.
He had some fucked up shit happen to him. I think his kid died.
Oh, did his kid die, or did he have to do something to get that money?
I think it was like a jet ski or something. I think his kid died on a jet ski accident.
Yeah. Eric Clapton's son fell out the window.
Hell nah. Remember when Michael Jackson dangled his kid out the window?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. All that shit that's coming out about him, man.
I don't. At the same time, it's like it could be a hit piece.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying that the people that are coming out are broke right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's just, why didn't you say that in court?
Court, yeah.
They weren't like 10 years old when they were like 20.
And another thing about that is, what people don't understand is that guy's dead. Like, what are you gonna get from this? Like,
exactly.
what are you really gonna get from
trying to shit on him, yo?
Yeah. Like, just move on. If that really went down, you should want to get past that as a human being.
No, I can't say.
I mean, I'm not gonna say get over it.
Okay.
But I'm saying, like, go to therapy, do something, like overcome that situation. Don't make it bigger than what it. Don't give that situation energy, so that way, like,
true,
it just sends out. I don't know.
But I would say one thing, that if you really look at Michael Jackson, how he was, he might have been so strange that he might have had little kid friends. Like,
yeah.
I know that sounds crazy, but like, if you really looked at his psychosis, like, and if like what they were saying, like on the Joe Rogan, that he might have been chemically castrated, that he's just fucking gone in his head, probably gone off drugs, like.
I just want.
He can't go to the store. Like, yo, that video, watching him go to the grocery store, just watching him walk around, I was like, yo, this dude is so, like, I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Fuck, man. Fuck being that famous. Fuck having that life.
He just looks so crazy.
Yeah. I think that's why a lot of people today want to reach that, status, but they can never reach it. Yeah, it takes a certain type of mentality to be famous and not go fucking crazy. I feel like there's a certain point where you're just like, you can't be anywhere.
And it's I don't know. I'm not trying to get into like the whole what happens behind the scene thing, because I think that might be the big factor.
Yeah, it has to be. There's no other way. I mean, that's just like I was saying earlier. Dave Chappelle went to Africa, and then came back. There has to be a reason behind that. I think people say he was on drugs. Like, he was not on drugs.
It never seemed to me that he was on drugs. At no point you can't see him acting crazy where he wasn't just playing some character.
No, he even says it. Like, he was like, that was too much fucking money.
No, I think it might have been something. I don't know. You never know. But there's so much evidence to so much stuff, man.
I think he's just the living proof that you could really just turn down shit and be okay.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need that superstar.
He might have been the only real nigga out of all the famous niggas.
That's why he's so famous now. Netflix gave him a special. He got money off that.
Maybe. Because, like, what people want real shit now.
Yeah.
And if you were fake as fuck back in the day and people can prove it, it's like...
Yeah, you're crazy.
people don't want that
Britney
shit.
Spears shaved her head. Remember that?
I was just watching something about that the other like earlier.
But people made such a big deal about it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, she shaved her head. Leave her alone.
I don't know. Who knows what was happening? Who
Yeah,
knows what happened?
yeah.
You never. It's so crazy. Who knows?
That's why
Enemy of the state shit, man. You never know.
I'm scared for Kanye, man.
Who knows what's going on?
You never know, bro.
It's that's why I try not to pay attention because there's so many
It's so
webs like conspiracies. Then there's like things you can see. There could be clones. It's like it's
Oh, I forgot to. Yo, all right. So there's this thing on Twitter. You can actually see it. There's a fake. Trump's supposed to be at this funeral. It's Trump, but his wife isn't there. It's a fake one, and you can tell like she doesn't look anything like the real one. And even though people know that they do that, obviously, it's just it was so noticeable. It was just like wow, like we really our culture really
understand
does
that.
that.
Yeah.
Like
I
wow.
mean like clones, like Metal Gear
Yeah,
Solid.
yeah. I mean, who knows? She could have been a clone. It didn't. She
I know. I
looked.
don't think she. I just mean like just the fact that that's a possibility
Yeah,
is just. Then what we were talking about earlier with Jim Morrison's dad, like, I mean, it's like,
yeah.
come on, like, when does this web end, man?
No, yeah, nah.
It's just,
They're
I just,
definitely already mutating people with animals. So who knows what else they're doing?
doing everything, man. Who
Yeah.
knows? It's just so crazy.
You can grow an ear on a mouse and give it to somebody and use it. Think about that. They're really doing shit like that. They're
So,
learning.
do you think we're living in a simulation? Yes or no? If you had to pick simulation, yes or no? When I say simulation, I mean something so low level that nothing matters. Like we're playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I think at
You
that.
think it's
Yeah,
that low that it's like we're just playing Grand Theft
yeah.
Auto?
I think there's something where there's one being controlling it, and that yeah, we're all just doing our things.
So, okay, do you mean that you yourself, you are a part of this matrix,
Yeah, like I'm.
but you're a part of it. You're not
Yeah,
separate from it.
yeah,
That you're just in this reality and you're not outside. You're
yeah.
not controlling.
You could probably reach the other side, but there's probably like a different way.
No, what I'm
It's
saying,
probably like beyond death.
that's what I'm saying is like, or do you think you're from the other side here now, or are you just locked here?
No, I think we're in here. I think
Okay.
we began here, and I feel like there's another way out.
So you think we're trying to get out,
Yeah,
but we've never been out.
yeah. I feel like there's like a dome. Like we're in this. I feel like there's a certain aspect. Like there's something to get us out of here, but we have to figure it out.
Hmm. Interesting.
I think that's a good theory because what else would we be working towards? I mean, we're here now. You
So you
know.
think there's a point, like
Yeah,
there's a
I think
mission.
I think there's a point. I believe it. I think there's a mission here. I just think that we're slowly getting towards that, or we're just gonna self destruct.
Okay, so
Yeah,
if you think this is like you're on a mission, then like what do you feel like in your life you're doing to help push the mission?
I think more unifying. So if this was a simulation, I feel like the mission is to unify the game to make it complete. I feel like it's a broken simulation. I feel
Mm.
like there's bits and pieces that we're not figuring out.
So do you feel like okay? Do you feel like we're so small that we could be playing that we are a part of Grand Theft Auto, the first one, and there's other Grand Theft Autos like there's Grand Theft Auto 5 out, but we're stuck in Grand Theft Auto on Nintendo, not on PlayStation. It's something that's so broken,
Uh,
or like how far, like, cause people talk simulation. I want to know like how far simulation does that person think? Like,
fuck. I'm saying like there. I feel like no. I feel like we're in one simulation. I feel like that there's a way to get out of it and go to a different one.
Okay.
Just like a different level. But
So like Mario. Okay,
yeah,
like Super Mario Brothers 3, you start in the one place, you go level, boss, beat boss, new type of dimension. You
yeah.
might be underwater that whole time.
Because think about it. Think about it. The Earth started off together, like Pangea. I mean, the
Yes,
continents. Everything started together.
for sure.
Then we all drifted apart. What is one thing that could unite us together? Like, what is something to bring us together as a civilization? Like, maybe there's a key to
Prayer,
it.
like like I'm not gonna say like loving energy.
Yeah, like
It has to be energy.
maybe. I mean, maybe it is like a universal prayer. Maybe it's something that we all have to like give our energy to make it whole again. I feel like that's the
Goku
simulation.
Spirit Bomb. I'm joking.
Bruh.
With that concept,
Shit.
that concept.
Yeah, no, seriously though, like something to bring us all together and be that same original, piece. I feel like that could be the simulation.
Interesting.
I feel like until we get to that point, it'll never happen.
Okay.
It's not like we can like shift the continents back together, but what I'm saying is like
You mean like the continents are a representation of
of
like
everything.
how
Yeah,
everything is broken. The
yeah,
continents are broken. We're
broken,
broken.
and I feel like we have to unify to bring back that.
So you feel like the
Or,
closer we get as people, the planet's gonna start coming
yeah,
back together.
yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful thought, dude.
Fuck, it is. It
That's
is a beautiful
that
thought.
isn't that such a beautiful thought? Like
It
we come
is,
together as people, the planet starts
bruh.
hugging. Like okay, you can all
the
come back
the
together
stars
now.
align. Everything's like coming together. The
Oh,
sun, moon. I feel like there's a key to that, but I feel like we're missing out, and I
mm,
think that's what all this war and suffering, all this weird shit's going on.
interesting. That's an interesting concept because
Yeah.
no one ever thinks of like trying to find the physical to the higher level.
Yes,
The plant, the Pangea. That's
yeah,
interesting.
and that's like when the Germans were looking for certain artifacts in Egypt. I feel like they were trying to figure out that shit too, and I think them trying to kill off the Jews. I think they thought in their eyes they were trying to figure out their unification, and I know that's bad. It's a word for it,
What do you mean?
but like weren't the Germans looking for like a Egyptian
What they're really looking for is like a wormhole to get to
yeah.
another dimension.
I think they were looking for yeah. I think they were trying to build a gateway to out of this simulation. Maybe like they were trying to figure out is it if it's not unification, then we're the ones to do this. We're the ones to take over the world and unify it as we like it. I think that's what they were doing. I think, and that's what made it horrible. And I think that's where they went wrong.
Yeah.
Cause think about it, they were trying to really take over the whole world. Like they were trying to take over the whole world at one point, and they were searching for an artifact. Isn't that creepy?
Yeah. The power blinded
Like
them.
that's so creepy. Like you're looking for an artifact and you're trying to take over the world. They're trying to. I don't know.
No, you're right though.
Yeah.
They're looking for a way to get to the next dimension,
Yeah.
basically. But the thing is that if you look up deeper into the ancient mystery system, is that was like the third eye. That's basically what they're trying to They're trying to activate their third eye so the third eye can create some type of a portal, or if they can find some type of an outside. I think that's what they're trying to find first, an outside portal to get to another dimension. But then I think they realized that the only way to get there is with the mind to create some type of a portal within yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, okay, the third eye. If you think about how we're formed after sperm meets egg, that's the first thing that's formed. That's what governs the growing of everything.
And they were looking for something like that.
So
yeah.
Theoretically, like let's say that you lose your arm, why can't you grow it back? You grew it already. Right? Like, doesn't that, in a way, it's common sense, but you're conditioned, like, no, you can't. Yeah. But why can't you? You grew it once out of nothing.
Yeah.
You have
Nah,
the
that's a mind
template,
fuck. Yeah.
and guess what? Your sperm can make a whole other person. So
And
you have the like. It's, you know what I'm saying?
and I think that's what they were trying to do. Uh, I think they were trying to figure out what that next level was. And I think that's where they went wrong. They were trying to take over instead of
Mm.
unifying. And I don't know. Hitler was on some extra shit. He was trying to kill people, and he didn't like any other type of races, so that wasn't gonna work.
Mm.
So maybe it takes the black man to unify.
See, that's what. All right, we're about to go crazy. Okay, that's the whole. That's a lot because it's some. I'm not saying me, but I've researched so much stuff that some people believe that white people. If you do you know the tree of life, the Kabbalic tree of life, like kind of like how it's kind of like
Yeah,
that. There's a
I have
certain
a tattoo of it on my stomach.
okay. There's
Yeah,
a certain level. This is what some people believe
yeah.
that white people, some like the pure, I guess, white with no black DNA inside of them, that they cannot reach past that certain level after death, that they'll get devoured by this type of monster. Like no, it's like dead serious. This might be the whole reason why a lot of shit happens. That they truly believe that this happens, and that but black people, because we're the original, that we can go all the way back to the source of total creation.
I mean that I wouldn't
And
I
there's
wouldn't doubt it. I would not
no,
doubt
I
that
know
shit.
that's it sounds crazy. I'm not saying it's what some people believe. I don't.
But
But
then
there's a lot of black in white people. Like,
yeah, and then there's a lot of white and black people.
yeah.
So then
But
that's where you have
see, that's where you get. Oh, you know anything about Muslim Islam? I don't know too much about it, but I met this one dude. He told me that if you're considered black if you have one dot, one drop, if any of your ancestors ever were black, ever you're black, and you get past that level.
and you know what's crazy? People will say that they're black and they're not.
So many, see, that's weird. Like a lot of people, like, yeah, I'm 4% Indian. It's like, okay, maybe I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know. I mean, like, I'm cool with it. Like,
yeah.
but it's like, I don't know. Maybe that's why.
Oh man,
And that's weird. Like,
it is.
that's a weird thing.
It's a weird concept, dude. It's a weird concept. Fuck. What time is it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's only 6:28.
Can I touch that?
Huh? Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
Whew, we just went crazy.
Yeah, no, we definitely went in depth. Um, no, but I believe there's something that we have to do. We have to reach as a civilization.
I think so. Some type of alignment.
Yeah. Shit, I want you. I low-key want to play that Assassin's Creed game, man. I want to see what it looks like.
It's fucking dope. All right, let's wrap this up.
Oh my bad.
Let's wrap this up in a little bit, a few minutes. And I'll show you that shit because I'm pretty deep in it, so you can get to see. I'm not gonna see what the meat. It's like 'cause I don't eat meat, so you get to see like the fucking
Speaking
the
of,
core of the onion. No, no.
nah, I'm actually really hungry. I don't know why. I have the munchies, man. I haven't. I'm so hungry, man. That's the only thing about smoking, man. Like I get instantly hungry
I
out of
feel ya.
nowhere. Like just
Let's go to Target.
one joint. Hungry as a
I
bitch.
kind of want a snack too. Let's go to
I mean,
Target.
yeah, no, we can go. I have food at the crib, but I'll
Oh,
definitely
word.
take you to Target. I'm down to go. I'm down for a road trip. I might actually grab me something though while I'm there.
Oh, word. All right. Well, shit. That was nice catch up with you, man.
Oh yeah,
On this
definitely.
in the scoop.
In the scoop.
Whenever you come back in town, we'll just record this for
Oh yeah.
the future.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it. All right, man. It was cool.